So welcome to the second part of this edition, aaimba Conversations. We are still here with Tomoyuki Ueno.
Yep.
Still right? Yes. And now we're going to talk about his works, of course. And I'm very excited, very pleased to hear something about the inspiration and, of course, the process of creating the pieces. So Tomoyuki, I would give the scepter to you, and you just walk us through the works and give us some ideas or the insights about it. Yeah.
So this series are web sculptures, and this series are sky sculptures. So left side is a marble slab.
Marble, yeah.
And right side is a photo of the sky or clouds.
Yeah.
So this is confront between, how to say, heavy or very light, or permanent or short life.
Yeah.
So always
okay.
clouds are always changing, or waves are also always changing.
Yes.
But marbles, hundreds of millions of years never change.
Okay.
But at the same time, it looks the same patterns.
Yeah. So you're actually playing with the patterns of nature.
Yes,
like how the nature used to use the same patterns for different types of.
But for me, reality is more important. I'm interested in ancient Greek art, like Hellenism. So the sculptures, how to say, were making reality in figures. So I'm always thinking how the artworks can be real. And the reason why I named this series Sky Sculptures, even it's two-dimensional, the name is sculpture.
Yeah.
It is because after you see these artworks, then see the window, then see the sky, or the sky looks like a marble.
Okay.
Or when you see the wave, it looks like a marble. Or when you see marble plates, then you can reflect clouds, patterns.
Okay. Yeah.
So your daily life will be changed. So it means that my artworks, or I'm making sculpture in your daily life. So my artworks is not only here, but also in the sky or in a wave or in your life.
Okay, that's a beautiful concept. As I saw the works the first time, I didn't came to that. Like you're doing the references first of all between the slowly changing process of rocks. I mean, they are changing in some way, and rapidly changing like in every minute the clouds or the waves, right? And you're putting both together to create that image of or to have that the patternness of nature itself, that the patterns of the waves are in the marble too, and the patterns of the cloud are in the marble as well. And everybody can find or everybody's able to find that patterns everywhere around himself or around herself. So that's a nice idea. That's because the works look they look so simple. You know, so if you look at them, you question yourself. And the first time I saw the works, I was questioning myself. Okay, they look different. Both sides look different, but I couldn't grab it. You know, I couldn't grab it. I was asking myself if it's marble or not, and what type of shape is that, and why they are so similar to each other, but still different from each other. Now with your explanation, I totally get it, and it's really nice to hear that. And also the fact that you're using plexiglass, or acrylic glass. For this, it gives the whole work, or this side, a lightweight. And the other side is, of course, the concrete side, and where you have the heavy parts. So It's nice to hear, and I would call that a sculpture too, because it's like to like cut those things off is like a lot of work too. So basically, very nice.
I'm also connecting the arts and daily life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why it's important. How do you feel after how to say you see the artworks?
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's nice. It's nice to have such an insight about artworks, because sometimes you really stand in front of them and you don't know how to interpret them or where to put them. So you as an artist being here, like explaining it to us is like a very inspiring process. Inspiring process. So, but how did this process? How did this project came along? I mean, what came into your mind to say, oh, okay, I want to do this?
As I told you, I'm interested in Greek sculptures, ancient Greek sculptures.
Okay.
So that's why I always wanted to use marble. But maybe one day I found cloud pattern by myself into the marble. So that's why I started to make it.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful works, with the explanation also much more amazing, And I also love that it's so minimalistic, actually. But so much, there's so much going on, but it's still so minimalistic.
Yes.
And you won't find like any harsh reactions. And as I told you before we started the interview, it's like it's calming, you know.
Yes.
It brings me down, for me especially, and of course clouds and waves are always like resting points for me, for myself too, and it's very beautiful. Yeah. And I also like the dark parts and also the more bright areas. But you said these are photographies of the sky and of clouds. So how are you? What does photography mean to you as an artist? Is it your expertise, your area of expertise, or is it just like an experiment? Or do you just use your iPhone to take some pictures and put it?
Photos are actually just, for me, materials or just memories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I told you that in Japan there are not such, how to say, contemporary fine arts, the context of fine arts. But traditionally, for example, there is a Zen garden, like a stone garden. I think this is similar to the garden because stone gardens are just stones, but you can see the landscape there. But this is also the same. It's just a marble, but this is a kind of landscape. So, like how to say, never-ending landscape you can feel.
Yeah, okay, beautiful. So let's move on to your other pieces that you mentioned in the previous section. We are going to talk about how you went to like southern Germany, like pick the stone yourself.
Yes.
So let's move on and go there.
Yep.
See you. So this is the second part of the second edition. And these are the works that we were talking about in the first part of this edition. And Tomoyuki, just walk us through these pieces.
So this is also a confrontation. Left side is a fossil of ammonite.
Yeah.
Right side is how to say my sculpture.
Yeah.
This one too. Here you can find ammonite, and here is a rose window which I carved.
Yeah.
So this is a natural fossil, real fossil, and this is my sculpture. And in traditional Christian countries, people think that nature was created by God. So this is a conflict between creation of God and creation by the artist. And also, I'm questioning what is art because of realities. It's almost, it looks like a same pattern, Ammonite and rose windows.
Yeah.
So, and also, it's same technique to excave fossils and carving sculptures. So I'm questioning what is image or what is reality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is imagined and what is reality?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But here you can clearly, okay, if you don't know, you don't know, of course. But here I would have said that you can clearly see that this one looks quite old.
Yep.
And also of the shapes, it feels natural.
Yes.
And not really artificial.
Yeah.
And of course, the rose that you carved in, they feel more like a human being put his hand on.
Yes.
And they carved it in. I don't know if it's going to change with time, so the shapes will be different.
Yeah.
But I think everybody can clearly say that the shape, also the perfect round shape of the rose is like only humans are so perfect, or want to be so perfect.
Yes.
Nature is usually not that perfect, actually. So, so first of all, walk us through how did you manage to do it so precise?
Yeah.
In a way, so I don't see any mistakes or anything that could
I think so.
disturb my view.
Yes.
So how long did it take you? And what technique did you use to get them out?
It didn't take such time, maybe 3 to 5 days to create. But I went to Stuttgart to find the fossils.
Yeah.
So in the summer, it was almost 40 degrees that day.
Okay.
It was so hot and it was so heavy. so hard days. But just for carving, less than 1 week.
Okay.
Sometimes using routers, like a small drill machine, like a dentist.
Ah, okay, get it. Yeah.
But sometimes using carving knives.
That works.
Yes, it's much better than the machine.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's more sharp.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Thank you. But I think it's also important that the lines are kind of not perfect like a machine. Also, my sky sculptures, sometimes I find a really good sky photo which looks really like a marble. But then it looks not so art.
Okay.
If the photo looks too much marble.
Okay.
So sometimes the artworks shouldn't be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. But again, I have to mention it again. Yes. You have a definition of art. there is some sort of a definition of art in your head somehow.
Yes.
Right?
Just kind of feeling.
Okay, it's a feeling. Okay, that's good.
Or just kind of direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. Perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly
maybe
put.
I can't say by Babel, but that's why. But I can visualize it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm making sculptures, I think.
Yeah. Nice. I think these sculptures, or I mean, would you call them sculptures? Of course, they are sculptures, right? And I think they because recently you said you wanna do art as in Japanese, and not really as a European.
Yeah.
So. Actually, these works remind me more of Japanese handcraft techniques.
Could be,
Yeah, than of any European that I know. I mean, of course, you have that in Europe too, but it somehow reminds me more of a Japanese, somehow like really relaxed. I don't know how to find the right word. I'm scared to use the wrong word for it, so I'm not going to say anything. But it reminds me of that type of techniques to like be calm and scarf it out and really relax while you're doing it, like some sort of a meditation, right? So
you also said that my artworks are minimal.
Yeah,
I think minimal is kind of typical Japanese traditional art.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So basically, you've accomplished your goal, like making art as in Japanese instead of any other country.
Yeah, I want to figure out how I can make artworks as Japanese.
Okay.
But it's not so easy. But sometimes my artworks are kind of more common or more universal theme, life or sky, wave, time. Yeah, so that's why people can feel my artworks.
Okay.
That's also more important.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for doing this conversation with us and sharing your art with us, sharing your upbringing with us, and also your being. So thank you very, very much for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for watching this episode. If you liked it, we would appreciate if you leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to our channel. It will help us to grow this conversation series. And we want to talk to way more artists, and we want to present to you way more artists and also get to know their ideas, their lives, and their inspiration. So stay tuned with us and see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.